Champion thoroughbreds must possess great speed and must have a sense of what they are and a singular attitude about winning, a burning desire to cross the finish line before all others. But the equine athlete is only part of the equation. A great trainer and jockey are necessary for a thoroughbred to realize his potential. He needs strong competition to elicit his own best efforts. And he must defeat that competition if he is to be judged a champion. For those thoroughbreds who have trained up to the longer distance of a mile and a 16th and have survived the 3-year-old battle so far, the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth will answer many questions.
Talier's Thoroughbred Racing Review for the best of horse racing history on YouTube. The winter of 1997 saw a lightly raced Pulpit make a name for himself in the warmth of Florida. He had only 2 races to show the fans, but his second was an impressive allowance victory at the start of the year. His third race would be the Fountain of Youth. Pulpit tried to justify all of the press as he moved to the head of the year's emerging 3-year-old scene as the early favorite to win the Kentucky Derby. His team was confident.
Dell Hancock from Claiborne Farm, whose family owns Pulpit. Dell, you've been down the Derby Road before, but tell me how this time is different with Pulpit.
Well, we had Swale in '84, and he was a very good 2-year-old, and we were hopeful for him to be a good 3-year-old. This horse is different. I've never seen a horse that's gotten all the publicity that this horse has gotten, especially with just 3 starts. And he's a pleasure to watch, and he's fun to watch. He's created a great sensation, which I think is wonderful for racing. And you know, you're a little bit on pins and needles because you've got something that's undefeated going in here, and you're so hopeful that he can continue his winning ways.
Shane Sellers once again has the mount aboard Pulpit for the Fountain of Youth. Shane, what has this horse told you in his last few races? Aside from the fact that he's won, what has he told you?
Well, he's definitely stamped himself as a contender for the Triple Crown races. Now is the time to take the step with him and see if he can take that next step. And it's a huge step, but if any horse can do it, he's one that can.
Pulpit was attempting to be the first horse since 1882 to win the Kentucky Derby without racing as a 2-year-old. The regally bred AP Indy colt out of Preach, a Mr. Prospector mare, went off as the even money favorite in the Grade 2 prep.
Pulpit with his head turned just a bit. He's righted now by the assistant starter. Ready for a start, and they're off. Pulpit and Arthur L. break alertly on the outside. There goes Confide, and Wrightwood is up close early. Confide on the far outside, and Arthur L. and Pulpit is third in the early going. To his outside, Wrightwood up close to the pace, and down inside, Acceptable. Saving ground in the early going in 5th. Frisbee now is 6th, then Blazing Sword, then a break of 6. Back to Captain Bodgett. Jack Flash trails the field. It's Arthur L. and Confide going head-to-head. A dazzling first quarter here in 23 1/5 seconds. And Pulpit, who's never had another horse in front of him, is running third. He's 3.5 lengths from a torrid speed duel. Wrightwood to his outside, and Acceptable tracking Pulpit down the backstretch. Then a break of 5.5 lengths. Back to Frisbee now and Blazing Sword. And it's a long way back to the other 2, Jack Flash and Captain Bodgett. A strenuous half mile here, 45 3/5 seconds. This pace is fast, and perhaps it is too fast for Arthur L. and Confide, who have really been going at it. Pulpit is 4 lengths from the lead with 3 furlongs to go, and to his inside it's Acceptable. The speed backing up now. Arthur L. Confide with nothing left, and there goes Pulpit sweeping past Confide, and he will take aim at Arthur L. On the inside, Acceptable is coming on through with his run. Then farther back, Wrightwood and Captain Bodgett passing horses on the extreme outside. Blazing Sword is also in with a chance. They're coming down to the final furlong, and Pulpit is roused to the lead. Pulpit takes the lead and opens up a length. Blazing Sword is coming hard on the outside, but Pulpit has something left, and Pulpit is the real deal. He wins by a length and a half over Blazing Sword and Captain Bodgett, who came from absolutely nowhere.
Bring him on in, let's go.
Bring here, guys, right on us.
No, I wasn't nervous, but I was just hoping that he ran his best, and I was just hoping that he had a fair shake. There was 2 speed horses, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to get him back. And going in the turn the first time, I was little further back than I anticipated, but I knew they was going a little too fast in front. And I was just hoping I didn't make the wrong move. I thought I was making the right move at the time, but I didn't want to get criticized for him getting beat that way, But I went with my instincts, and I had confidence in this colt, and he came through for me.
You said you wanted your horse to learn a lot in this race. Aside from the win, you wanted him to learn a lot. Did he learn it today?
I think so. He rated kindly behind the speed, relaxed, and then when Shane asked him, he picked up the horses. So he passed a big test today.
What's the next test for him, Frank?
Well, we're going to enjoy this one right now.
For the best in historic horse racing action is Thoroughbred Racing Review. Subscribe on YouTube and read the rest of the story on Facebook. Subscribe now.